Let's see how to design a 4-bit asynchronous counter. 4-bit asynchronous counter has 2 raised to 4 distinct states. That is, it has 16 different states. It is capable of counting from 0000 to 1111. Let's draw the 4-bit asynchronous counter circuit using JK flip-flops. So here we need 4 flip-flops as it is 4-bit asynchronous counter. This is JK input and these are QA bar output. Let be second flip-flop is JB/KB. We know that in asynchronous flip-flop, clock signal is given to the first flip-flop. Assume this is a clock signal. All J and K inputs are shorted and given to logic high. The output of first flip-flop acts as clock input for the second flip-flop. The output of second flip-flop acts as clock input for the third flip-flop, and output of third flip-flop acts as clock input for the fourth. Okay, initially we'll assume that the output of all the flip-flops are 0. Let's draw the clock signals. Let's assume that this is clock signal. This is first clock signal. This is second, this is third, this is fourth one, fifth one, sixth one, seventh one, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. Let this be QA output, QB output, QC, and we have QD. Now we'll concentrate only on the first flip-flop. As we know, we are using JK flip-flop here. When both the inputs are 1, 1, the JK flip-flop will toggle. Initially, we have assumed that the output of all the flip-flops are 0. When clock is 0, it means when no clock is arrived. When clock is 0, outputs are 0. When the first clock pulse arrives, the first flip-flop will become active, and as we know both the inputs are shorted, it will toggle. So at the edge of the first clock pulse, the output of first flip-flop will toggle, that it becomes 1 and it will be high until the next clock pulse. When the next clock pulse hit the first flip-flop, again it will toggle, it will go 0, and this process will continue for each falling edge of the clock signal. The output of the first flip-flop is keep on toggling, as I'm showing here. At each clock pulse it is toggling. Similarly, we know that the second flip-flop is dependent on the output of the first flip-flop, and it is giving, we are considering the negative edge triggered. So at each falling edge of the output of first flip-flop, the second flip-flop will be active. That is, this is the falling edge, this is falling edge, this one, So this flip-flop initially it is 0. So when the first falling edge arrives, it will become high, it will toggle, and it will be high until the next falling edge signal. Here it will go low. Again here the flip-flop will toggle. Again here it will toggle, becomes 0. Here it becomes 1. Here it becomes 0. And here it becomes 1. Here it becomes 0, and so on. The third flip-flop, clock input dependent on the second flip-flop output. That is, at every negative edge of QB, this flip-flop will become active and it will start toggling. So here these are the negative edges of this clock QB output. So this 0 will be continued till the first negative edge of QB, and it will be continued till this negative edge. Here it will go down. Again here it will become high, and here it will become low, and this process will be continued. Similarly, the fourth flip-flop clock input is received from Similarly, the output of third flip-flop is given to the clock input of the next flip-flop. So, the falling edge of QC, this flip-flop will become active. That is, this is the falling edge of QC and this is falling edge of QC. So, until it receives the falling edge, the QD will be in the same previous state, that is 0. When it arrives the falling edge, it will go high, and here again it will go low. Now here we can assume we can observe that the inputs are, when there is no clock, inputs are 0 0 0 0. When first clock pulse arrives, the outputs are 0 0 0 1. At second one 0 0 1 0. After third clock pulse it is 0 0, it is 1 1. At fourth clock pulse it is 0 1 0 0. At fifth one it is 0 1 0 1. After 6 it is 0 1 1 0. At 7 it is 0 1 1 1. At 8 it is 1 0 0 0. At 9 it is 1 0 0 1. At 10 it is 1 0 1 0. At 11 it is 1 0 1 1. At 12 it is 1 1 0 0. At 13 it is 1 1 0 1. At 14 it is 1 1 1 0. Sorry, this is supposed to be 1 here. This state will continue. This state will continue and this state will continue. Please ignore this. Therefore, at 15th clock pulse, we'll get the output as 1, 1, 1 and 1. When 15th edge clock pulse arrives, the output is 1, 1, 1 and 1. Thus, in 4-bit asynchronous counter, it is capable of counting from 0, 0, 0, 0 to 1, 1, 1, 1. That is total 16 states. Thank you.